We have all heard the stories about the Good Samaritan, the person who opens their door to a stranger in a storm. But in the deep woods of Washington state, Michael Wilson had been sitting in the dark for a long time. When Anna's car broke down during a torrential downpour, she thought she'd found the sanctuary. She spent the night talking to a grieving man, sharing stories of loss and survival. But the next morning, a local deputy told her something that made her blood turn to ice. Michael Wilson didn't just lose his family, he ended them, and then he ended himself. If you've ever felt too welcome in a stranger's home, you might want to check the history of the property. This is The Midnight Guest. Why you never seek shelter in an abandoned house. It was past 9:30 p.m. Michael sat slouched in a weathered Adirondack chair on the front porch. The air was thick and damp, smelling of ozone and wet pine. Every few minutes, a pair of headlights would cut through the mist on the main road, illuminating the rusted iron gate before plunging the yard back into blackness. Michael was used to the dark. He'd lived alone in this house, a mile outside of a small mountain town, for over a decade. Solitude was his only guest. A bolt of lightning cracked overhead. Thick, bruised clouds were rolling in fast. "Storm's coming," Michael muttered to the empty porch. He retreated inside just as the sky opened up. By 10:30, the rain was a deafening roar against the siding. Michael sat in a velvet rocking chair directly beneath the heavy brass chandelier in the living room. He held a framed photo of his daughter Emily. She was 6 when the accident happened. He pressed the glass to his chest, his eyes blurring with tears. The sound of the doorbell made him freeze. No one came out here, especially not in a flash flood. He looked through the peephole. A woman stood there, shivering, her clothes plastered to her skin. He opened the door. "My car hydroplaned. It's stuck in the ditch," she rasped, her voice trembling. "I saw your lights. Can I please just wait out the worst of it?" Michael stepped back. "Come in." He gave her a towel and a spare dress that belonged to his late wife. She changed in a guest bathroom and returned looking fragile, almost translucent in the dim light. "I am Anna. I'm a nurse at the county hospital," she said. They talked for hours. Michael told her about the accident that took his family 12 years ago. Anna shared her own heartbreaks, a failed marriage, a life she was trying to rebuild. Around 1 a.m., the storm showed no signs of stopping. "Take the guest room downstairs. I'll be upstairs if you need anything," Michael said. The next morning, Anna woke to a silent house. The storm has passed, leaving the woods dripping and quiet. Michael's bedroom door was closed. Not wanting to wake him, she scribbled a note. "Thank you for your kindness last night. Call me if you ever need a friend, Anna." She tucked the note under a vase on the entry table and walked toward the road to find her car. Half a mile down, she saw a sheriff's cruiser parked by the gate. The deputy rolled down his window. "You okay, ma'am? You look like you have seen a ghost." "I'm fine. I just stayed the night at the Wilson place," Anna said. The deputy's face went dead. "The Wilson place? Ma'am, Michael Wilson killed his wife in that house 12 years ago. Then he climbed a ladder and hanged himself from the living room chandelier. No one has set foot in that house since the bank boarded it up." Anna felt a coldness spread from her chest to her fingertips. "No, I talked to him. I left a note on the table." The deputy shook his head. "That house is a tomb, lady." As he drove off, Anna's phone buzzed in her pocket. An unknown number. She answered, her breath hitching. All she heard at first was a rhythmic, hollow creaking sound like a heavy weight swinging on a chain. Then Michael's voice came through the static, clear and cold.
Leaving without saying goodbye, Anna? Come back soon. I still have your note.
They say that some spirits don't know they are dead. They just keep repeating their final nights looking for anyone to acknowledge their existence. But the terrifying part isn't that the Michael was a ghost. It's that he was able to pick up that note. The Wilson house still stands today, but neighbors say they don't see a light in the window anymore. They see a shadow swinging slowly back and forth in the living room. Have you ever had a conversation with someone only to find out later they couldn't have been there? Tell me your glitch in reality stories in the comments. I'm reading them all tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more true to life horror. And if you ever find yourself seeking shelter in a storm, make sure the host has a heartbeat. Stay safe.